Hey everyone, this is Kapil Bhatia. Welcome to my channel Infinite Study. My today topic is based on flow of control. Now, the control and the flow of a program in any programming language can be broadly classified into three categories: sequential statements, selection statements, iteration or looping statements. Now, when we talk about flow control statements, there are majorly 7 statements through which you can change the flow of your program. These are if else, if else, for, while, break, and continue. Don't worry, we will be going in depth of each other one by one. So let's start with sequential statement. When we talk about the sequential statement, actually these statements in a program are executed in a sequence order or in a linear fashion, one after other, without any jump in a program. For example, here I write a program code to print the sum of two given numbers. So here you can see, when we execute our program, all three statements are executed by one. Okay, so these statements are called sequential statement. I hope you understand about the sequential statement. Now moving forward and look at our next category, that is selection conditional statement. When the program uses a condition to decide which set of statement to be executed between two alternative set of statement, that time we use selection conditional statement. In conditional statement, if statement is used. Now when we talk about the if statement, as I show you, if basically check a condition. Now in case my condition is true, it execute set of statements that are in true part. So here is a syntax for you. You can see if, then I write a condition in brackets. Here bracket is optional. Then after you put a colon mark so that the indentation will start, and then after you write a set of statements that are executed when our condition is true. In case my condition is not true, then what happens? The control goes to the else statement. Here there is no checking of condition, so whatever statement that you have specified inside the else will execute if the condition of if is false. Now I explain if statement through a flowchart. Here you can see, if first test the condition. If condition is true, the first block of the program get executed, means the true part of the program get executed, and if our condition is false, then another part, that is called false part of the program, get executed. So I hope you understand about the if statement. Now let us move for the next control statement, that is if elif and else statement. So here you can see what happens. First you going to be checking the if condition. Now if it is not true, then let's see you have other condition check. Those will be defined inside the elif statement. So you will have one if condition and then you have multiple elif conditions. So each one would be checked individually. Whichever be found true, you would go inside the condition and execute that statements. There is. In case none of these conditions are true, then you reach to the else part and execute the final statement present here. So are you clear now? Okay, now move to the practical session where I will write a program in which I will use if and else so that it will be easier to you for understanding. First I show you an example of sequential statement. So suppose we want to find the sum of two given numbers. So here I write a code. in this program I write 3 statements and all these statements are executed by one. So when I run this program, first prompt has come, enter a number, let 12, enter another number, let 25, and the sum of A and B is equal to 37. So I hope you understand about the sequential statements. For conditional statement, let's take one most popular example here to find given number is even or odd. So for that I write a code. If, then I write a test condition. As I know, if a number is completely divided by 2, that means the remainder is 0, then we can say only the given number is even number. So here I write a statement print given number is even number. Otherwise means else print given number is odd. So here you can see, first I collect the information from user, that means I read a number from user and store into variable A. Then I write my if statement, and the syntax of if statement is, first we use if is a keyword, then within bracket I mention a condition A, then after I use modulus operator, and you are familiar with modulus operator. If A modulus 2 is equal to 0, that means we can say the given number is even number, otherwise we can say the given number is odd number. When I run this program, so first I comment these. Okay, now let's run this program. So prompt has come. Suppose I write 15. So given number is odd number, and if I run this program and input even number, then you can find the given number is even number. Okay. Now I will show you the concept of if, elif and else statement to a program. So suppose here is a question. Write a program to input the percentage of a student and display the grade on the basis of the following conditions. If percentage greater than 85, then set the grade to A. If percentage is greater than 70 and less than equal to 85, then set grade to B. If percentage is greater than 60 and less than equal to 70, then set the grade to C. If percentage is greater than 45 and less than equal to 60, then set to grade D, otherwise set to grade E. So now we write a program. Here you can see first I collect information from user, that means percentage marks of a student, and then after I write a condition if percentage marks is greater than 85. If the given condition is true, then it will show us you are getting grade A. I have one more condition, that is percentage marks is greater than 70 and percentage marks is less than equal to 85. So for that I use logical operator. Okay, if you want to connect more than one condition, that time you use logical operator, and AND operator says that if both conditions are true, then result is true. So if this condition is true, then we will find you are getting grade B. Same as we have one more condition, that is if the percentage marks is greater than 60 and less than equal to 70, then you are getting grade C. It will print on the screen. Same as if the percentage marks is greater than 45 and the percentage marks is less than equal to 60, then we get the grade is D. And finally, if all the above mentioned conditions are false, then it will go to else part, and finally it will show you are getting grade. Now I run this program. Enter your percentage marks. Suppose if I input 82, you are getting grade A because 82 lie between 70 and 85. If I again run this program and input 90, you are getting grade A. Okay. Again I run this program and suppose I input 62, you are getting grade C. Again I run this program and input 48, you will find you are getting grade D. And finally if I input 42, you are getting grade E. So I hope you clear all about selection conditional statement. If there is any query, let me know. Thanks for watching this video. See you in my next class. Bye.